Elder Conservative Party are set to conduct future negotiations on if to changing side rules to allow an previous management problem to Theresa May. By present side rules, MPs cannot install a crisp problem versus Mrs. May before December, 12 months following the recent unsuccessful no-trust voice in her. On Tuesday, the 1922 board of backbench Tories began discussions on a guideline changing. It comes among increasing blood pressure for the PM to be half the day of her leaving. Recent monthly, she incorporated to stay downward if and while Parliament ratified her Brexit departure treaty. But several length permanent keep campaigners wish her to declare a day currently, irrelevant of if a Brexit transactions is finished. Several of those who wish to changing the prudent rules say else voice of trust should be allowed following 6 months, quite rather than a year, if a comparatively top quantity of MPs, 30% or 40%, urge for it. But some members of 1922 board are skeptical of length period guideline changes to address a really particular term. They are as well concerned on show future side divisions front of the Capacity Europe elections on May 23. Her de facto vice David Lidington will get main secretary's questions on her name at 12 o'clock BST, in dark Overseas Secretariat Emily Thornberry permanent in for Labour. Crucifix Party Brexit negotiations among the government and the Labour side will as well go on after among recriminations at the sluggish step of advance. Chancellor Philip Hammond and his Labour copy, John McDonnell, are to encounter on environment to talk forge a overall way striker. A representative for the main secretary told how time the discussions in Labour were severe, they were proof hard in several areas and how advance was necessary promptly to allow Britain to keep the EU as quickly as probable. Labour lead Jeremy Corbyn accused the government for the absence of advance. Proverb the prudent side is refusal to change on its Scarlet Channel. He told, we'll go on setting our instance, but rather frankly down there's got to be changing in by the government's attitude, they cannot hold on fair regurgitating which has already been resolutely discarded 3 times by Parliament. Down there's got to be a changing.